Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Lawrence. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been.
Here's a diving catch right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Conner. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Conner. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number
1. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. On the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and again to Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 55 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Tyreek Hill on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Sermon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Max 50, Max 50. Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. 61, Max box. Shoot.
Again, Sermon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Sermon. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Trey Sermon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 130 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go play action with Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They give to Sermon out of the gun.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one complete to Smallwood. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Sanders' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
Room here to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
72 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Chiefs sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game.